we can get more practice with using supports by taking a look at a couple of the sample models that are included in FlashPrint. We'll start with the air duct cover. Do you want the model put on the platform? Yes. Okay. Let's zoom in and see what we have here. So the model is just resting on the build plate in the area marked in blue. That whole red area is unsupported, just above the build plate. And it looks like there's a little area there that's unsupported too, although that probably will print fine with bridging. But the bottom part of these arms will also need support. So the shortcut to go to supports is over on the right-hand side here. We'll click supports. My supports are set for the pillar type support, overhang of 65 degrees. That's quite a bit. Go down to 55. Pillar size 1.5. That's good. That's fine. And I'll click add supports. Move that over and take a look at what we have. So that looks pretty good, actually. It's completely covering the bottom, so that should be well supported. The bottom of the arm is supported, and the interior of that arm is also supported, although it might not need that particular support, but it doesn't hurt to have it. It's easily accessible, and it will be easy to remove. So I'm going to keep everything the way it is and click back, start slicing, restore defaults to get rid of any changes that I might have made earlier. In this case, I do want a raft because I have supports that require a raft. I will click supports, and I'm going to increase the space to model XY to 0.45 and increase the space to model Z to 0.3. And I'm going to add 2 top solid layers and click slice and slice preview. So we can see we have our raft, we have our supports supporting the whole bottom of the piece there. And if I use the slider to go down, you can see that the 2 solid top layers that I added to the support, so you can see it's actually building a kind of platform that the model can then rest on as it's being printed. So the orange and green and beige are the model, and this teal color here is the supports. And so it'll have a nice flat platform to rest on as it's being built. So let's print it and see what we get. How easy are the supports to remove? What does the model look like once the supports are removed? Here's the printed model with the supports, and here's the model with the supports removed. You can see there's a little bit of roughness on the bottom where the model was resting on the supports, but the rest of it looks nice and clean. And you can see that the supports removed very cleanly. Everything looks good, especially considering that these pieces here, these sections of these arms, are quite thin. So overall, the print came out quite nice and clean.